Today we're talking 5 WTFs in WWE today, and not the good WTFs like, oh my god, Edge just speared Mick Foley through a burning table. No, the WTFs like, what is going on here? Why are we doing this? And the number 5 WTF is Wyatt 6. How are they not on the SummerSlam, the card? For real? This is criminal. The Wyatt 6 has been building since the last PLE. Literally, they appeared and massacred everybody. It was the talk of the internet. And every single week, we keep just coming back to see what the Wyatt 6 are going to do. Oh my god, they took off their masks. Well, here we are, a week before SummerSlam. They take off the mask. We have a perfect setup for 3-on-3, and they announce the matches next week on Raw? What? What is that about? For one, this would have been a perfect opportunity to kind of spice up the card just a little bit. The SummerSlam card is 7 singles matches. The only one with 3 participants is the Seth Rollins as a special guest referee. There is no other form of match. So a 3-on-3 would have been a perfect way to break it up. Plus, there's a huge storyline going in. Everybody wants to see the Wyatt 6, and there's history. SummerSlam is the first appearance of Bray Wyatt versus Kane, and it's the first appearance of The Fiend versus Finn Balor, and this could have been the first appearance of the Wyatt 6. The fact that they're not on the card is truly a WTF, because why are they not? Like, holy crap, why aren't they on the card? But first, before we go any further, would you like to win a belt? Yes, of course you would. WTF, who wouldn't, right? All you gotta do is comment below. When you comment below, you enter into a drawing. Once I hit 10,000 subscribers, I go back on all my videos, I put all the comments in this randomizer, and I pick a random commenter, and that person will get to pick one of these 3 belts. The 2 behind me, that one I just put up. The Eagle belt. You can win. No jokes, no strings attached. All you gotta do is subscribe and comment. Why am I doing this? I want to be a full-time YouTuber. I really do. I can come up with videos all day long, but when I work 50 hours a week, I am super tired, and I would just like to talk wrestling with you guys. But let's get back to the video. Number 4, tag teams. What is going on with the tag team division right now? I can answer you honestly, nothing is going on with the tag team division. Like I just said, there are 7 single matches and not 1 tag team match. In fact, the men's tag team belt has not been defended on a PLE since WrestleMania. And the women's tag team belts, even though there is kind of a storyline, very loose storyline going on right now, why isn't that being defended at least? I mean, give Jade Cargill some experience in front of 50,000 fans. Or what about Jacob Fatu? Why can't he be crowned champion in front of a stadium? There's so many opportunities and reasons why the tag teams should be spotlighted on SummerSlam, and yet they're none to be seen. And the Raw ones, okay, you're like, well, there's nothing going on with the Raw one. I beg to differ. For one, Judgment Day is all over the place on Raw. Can't we give Finn Balor and his boy JD McDonough a match? Oh no, we can't just do that just because. Well, what about the fact that the hometown hero, The Miz from Cleveland, where SummerSlam is, he could be due a rematch, and we could always play up the R-Truth Judgment Day dynamic, so we could have had an easy match right there with the tag team, or we could have had the Bloodline winning the belt on the PLE. This PLE has 7 matches and a 3-hour pre-show. You're telling me we could have taken one of those hours on the pre-show and just smacked it onto SummerSlam? Backlash, Clash of the Castle, those have 5 matches. SummerSlam's a big 5 PLE. It's allowed to have more than 7. I don't understand why there's not a tag team match on SummerSlam when there's perfect opportunities. The number 3 WTF is Otis. Whoa, did we drop the ball with Otis. Otis, for the second time in his career, had the entire crowd behind him, rooting for him. All he had to do was destroy Chad Gable one time and give us everything. But no, they waited, they drew it out. He would push him down, we would be like, yes, this is it, and then he would walk away. He would get him into the corner, and we'd be like, yes, this is it, and then he'd walk away. To the point where, on Raw this week, when he actually did have some physicality between the two, we were like, oh, okay, cool. The time has passed. The crowd was behind them so much. They lost it. Now, granted, Chad Gable and the Wyatt 6 thing happened, but I think we could have had both. We should have had one just beatdown of Chad Gable with Otis and sending Otis off into his own path. All right, I just don't get it. I don't get it. You look at my past videos, I'm like, I think Chad Gable will win the title and Otis will be the one to dethrone him. Now, that's not even a thought. Otis as the champion right now, I can't even see it. But just 2 months ago, he would have been the one to dethrone Chad Gable. They totally dropped the ball. It's like, how? It was the simplest thing. I don't get it. I don't get what happened there. The number 2 WTF is, where's Jey Uso? What is going on with the dude? I get why they don't have Randy Orton or Kevin Owens on the PLE. They wrote him off to make the bloodline look super strong, and that is a head scratcher. Those two are huge names, not on the PLE. Okay, for storyline purposes, that's fine, but what about Jey Uso? Where's Jey Uso? This dude is selling so much merchandise. This dude was the poster boy of Money in the Bank. This dude is supposed to be main event Jey Uso. This dude spent 4 years in a storyline to get to be main event Jey Uso, and not only does he not win main events, but he's not even on the card. You couldn't find something for him to do? Thankfully, they didn't make him the host. God, that is such a horrible gig to have the host. But This is pathetic. This is pathetic. I'm starting to kind of agree with his dad Rikishi and saying, how aren't you guys coming up with a storyline for this guy? He is money and you are dropping the ball. What was the purpose of getting him to this point if we're going to just let him flounder and do nothing? He has not had one major feud, and the fans, we love the guy. We love the guy. Make the Wyatt 6 go after him. Do something, because, we need him to have some kind of adversity that doesn't revolve necessarily with the bloodline. We want to see him back with the bloodline, but can we get a decent run with the guy? Come on, Yeet. You're selling a lot of Yeet merchandise. You gotta promote it, though. The number 1 WTF is Cody Rhodes is looking weak. Oh my God, he's getting beaten up every week. In and out, no matter what. Only one time since the last PLE has he looked strong. Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton, they came out in the beginning, right? And the cops had to drag him away. That's where we had that really cool crossroads also. That was the only time he looked remotely strong, and since then, week after week, he just gets beat down, and he does it so stupid. He walks into a ring with 4 psychos, knowing they're gonna beat him up, and then they beat him up. And then one of his friends come out and they beat that friend up, and he's like, no, don't do it, beat me up instead. I'm sorry, but this is a stupid face. I am a Cody crybaby, but the way they're presenting him is not doing him any favors. And it's like, well, you gotta have adversity when you're face, right? You gotta have adversity. It's not like Roman Reigns, who was a heel. He needed to look strong all the time because he was a heel, right? But here's the deal. Would Austin get beat down every week? Would The Rock, as a good guy, get beat down every week? Well, that's different. That was the Attitude Era. They're tweeners. Okay, would John Cena get beat down every week? No. Every once in a while, you gotta get some comeuppance. I don't even want to see it every week because then it would be boring. But he has to have some kind of victories here and there. He has to outsmart the heels. Also, we can't have stupid faces. It doesn't, I don't know. It's not doing him any favors. WTF. Okay, so anyways, that's the video. What did you think of my WTFs, or do you have any going on right now? I appreciate every single one of you. Please subscribe, comment so you can win one of the belts. Put your WTFs in the comments below, and have a great day.